Hello Virgos, my name is Tori. Welcome to Tarot in the Dark. And tonight we're going to take a look at the upcoming week. We're going to look at the week of June 9th through Sunday, June 15th. And I was hearing when I was getting ready to start your reading to get out and have a little fun. It seems to me like you could have been focused a lot on some challenges or some adversity that you've been going through, and Spirit's just saying get out and do something fun, kind of get out the murkiness. It feels to me like somebody kind of needs to get out of a pit that they've been stuck in. Alrighty, perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Interesting, this came out in the Taurus reading. And acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. There's something that's been very arduous. I don't even know what that means. I think that means like long suffering or something like that. That's what it feels like, the way that Spirit said it. But it seems like there's something that you've been going through that's had you kind of in a loop for a while, kind of stuck. Yeah, look at this, the seer of healing. This is about rest, let it go, and see it differently. There's something that I think you're needing to see differently this week. You've been persevering, right? This is like the strength card here. So it's like you've had the endurance and the ability to see something with one pair of lens, with one way, right? Now this week you're going to be asked to look at it from a different perspective. Persevere by seeing it differently. I think this has to do with with an expectation that something should be done or should be a certain way, and it's not that. And I think this week that's being shown to you like, hey, just because it's not this way doesn't mean that it's not the right, that it's the wrong way, right? Like how many ways can you skin a cat? That's what they're showing me. The bottom of the deck here is activate appreciation. So this is finding the gift and the beauty in all things. Oh yeah, you had the bottom of the other deck, acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Yeah, this feels like something, okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. When that card came out, it felt like self-love. Like you're reflecting on who you are. The bottom of the deck is the crown chakra. I love this. This is beautiful energy. Yeah, this is giving me 7 energy too, which is about holding. There's lots of changes coming into your life. This is there's 5 here, and then there's a 5 there. 6, you're transitioning. 5, 6, moving from conflict and chaos, moving from, I heard the dark night of the soul, so I don't know if it's that deep for you, but maybe moving from discontentment into reward and recognition. But this is because you're starting to pour into yourself. This definitely feels like self-love. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups here, but I'm seeing someone who's been pouring into themselves by, what's the right word? It's like you decided that you were going to actually pour into you. Yeah. This here, what's the word, Spirit? By relinquishing control. That's what this is. There's a submission, a submitting energy here to Spirit, to what you cannot change. Okay? And that's going to bring in true happiness for you. Yeah, addressing those fears. Look at that with the moon energy here. Overcoming yourself. That's what I heard. This is an overcoming you. This is conquering the you, the shadow you. The 9 of Cups here, wish fulfillment, happiness. You're selling towards true fulfillment, which only comes from the self, guys. Okay, that's what this is all about. This is about you finding you, discovering the light within, discovering the beauty and the joy within. I heard discovering what I've been trying to show you your whole life. So for some of you, God's been trying to show you this your whole life. He's been trying to show you who you are, how powerful and strong you are. And I think that for a lot of you, Yep. I think for a lot of you, you've been so down on yourselves by thinking that you need to, you know, to do things a certain way. And I think this week that's being revealed to you like, no, 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 no. Wow. I love this. I love this energy. This is so dope. The bottom of the deck, the King of Wands. You're taking your power and your control over your life. You're no longer blaming somebody else or situations, this heartbreak, this heartache. This is like a complete transformation in the way that you see yourself. It's like you were sitting in the weeds. I'm seeing like someone pour like gas on a plant, expecting it to grow. And then the transition or the transformation that's occurred within you, it's like you were pouring dirt on your wounds and expecting them to transform and grow something beautiful, like expecting them to blossom. And something happened in your independence. This is all about you. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. This is a solo, independent energy. And you had some heartbreak in the past. So you could have been in a relationship with someone that could have ended possibly. And now you're on your own. And you're like, all I have, like this is a reflective energy. All you have is yourself to look at. And so you're being forced to, almost forced by spirit, to look at yourself. To see who you really are. To look at the man in the mirror. Okay. And there's an assessment here. This transformation is no longer looking at yourself through illusionary ideas, thoughts. The 7 of Cups here with this death, this is like, I'm not going to look, I can't look at myself anymore in that from that perspective, because you weren't able to, like you weren't able to heal and to resolve anything within yourself. There's no way you could overcome the Moon and the 3 of Swords, this painful energy of having to look in the mirror. Is this here? There's no way you could overcome this if you didn't take off the lens. I think your perspective of yourself has drastically changed. This is definitely the man in the mirror. Like you're looking at yourself. With the 7 of Swords and the High Priestess here, you're no longer self-sabotaging who you truly are. I think you're also too stepping into and recognizing your spiritual power. I think you're accepting and realizing that, hey, you know what? I probably do have the ability and the gift to see the unknown, the unseen within myself. It's just that I haven't wanted to see it because I was afraid of what I looked like. And this week you're being forced to look at yourself. I love this. This is so dope. This is so dope because what you're not realizing is going to come out of this is that, first of all, you're going to have a soul connection and an alignment with spirit. You're coming into alignment with your true self. Pouring into you allows the flow and the river of life to blossom. The promises are kept within yourself. In addition, rewards and recognition from spirit, from your team, will be given to you because of your ability to persevere, because of your ability to pour into you. And that's going to kick you out of this waiting game. You're no longer waiting for someone else to come in and rescue you. This is no longer looking for outside influences and validation. This is saying, I'm validating myself because I'm no longer lying to myself. This is who I am, and I understand that who I am is beautiful. I'm going to allow this to transform me. I'm going to turn that pain, and I'm going to turn these shadow aspects of myself, the dark sides of myself, that inner child, I'm going to allow those things to transform by alchemizing them with my spiritual gifts, my confidence in myself, and by pouring into me because I deserve this. This is all about the me, all about the I, Virgos. Let's see if I can get you a, at the bottom of the deck there was the reframing card. I want to just read that before I shuffle. This is happening for me and not to me. Okay, so let's take that out because this is absolutely happening for you and not to you. This is a gift. And if you don't go through this phase in life, you will never, ever, ever reach any levels or heights. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is mandatory. Okay. Divine love. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. That's exactly what I was just saying a moment ago, guys. This is what's happening, is you are literally creating a soul alignment with spirit to where you guys become one. And in the process, spirit is taking you, transforming your energy, and allowing you to become whole. Companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. And I think that that's what a lot of this is about. So even if you have a partner, I think this has been the issue in the past, is that you weren't able to show up as your true and authentic self because you weren't complete within yourself. You were uncertain and unsure of who you are because you weren't pouring into you. You were either expecting others to pour into you, or you were just not even aware that pouring needed to take place. I also am picking up, I'm sorry I have to say this, but I'm picking up on an energy of someone, and this could be another person, guys, so take it as it resonates, but whoever this reading is for, someone has been allowing others to pour into them and giving nothing in return. And this is making that person look in the mirror to see their truth, to see that they really didn't have anything to offer, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So you can't give anybody anything if you're not pouring into yourself. And then lastly here, I love this because this is transformation energy here. This is death and rebirth. That's what this scorpionic energy is about. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you know exactly how to handle them. You're relinquishing control. That's that submissive, allowing energy, no longer resisting the flow of life. And it's because you're aligning yourself to spirit. That's why this crown chakra energy is at the bottom of the deck. And that's assisting and supporting you with overcoming obstacles and challenges that have presented themselves with this Three of Swords, the Moon, Seven of Swords energy. All right, Virgos, this is fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic energy. I think things will start to move a lot quicker than you anticipate because of this. So look for the next reading. Next week, come back. I'll be here and we'll expect and anticipate that something fantastic will be heading your way. Although this is fantastic because this, you cannot get to where you desire without doing this work. This is what really matters. This is why we're here. Not to obtain fancy things and to live luxurious lives. Although that's fantastic when we can do those things. We're here to transform and alchemize our energy so that we can be interconnected to spirit and to the collective around us. All right, Virgos, have a good night. Thanks for watching. I hope this resonated. If so, please drop a comment, like, and subscribe, and come back next week because I'll be here. Have a good night. Bye.